The North Atlantic is a place of raw, untamed power. Imagine a Viking longship, a slender vessel, carved like a serpent, caught in its grip. Waves, the size of rolling hills, rise up like liquid mountains, their crests frothing with white anger. The wind howls, tearing at the sail and whipping icy spray across the deck. To be here is to feel utterly insignificant, a tiny speck at the mercy of forces far beyond human control. In this maelstrom, the longship does not fight the sea, it dances with it. As a colossal wave crashes over the bow, the ship rises, its dragon-headed prow piercing the grey curtain of water. The hull flexes, twisting with the motion of the water, absorbing the immense pressure that would shatter a more rigid vessel. The men on board trust their ship not because it is an unyielding fortress, but because it is alive, moving with the rhythm of the ocean itself. This is a vessel born of this environment, designed not to conquer the sea, but to endure it. The ship's survival is a testament to its design, long, narrow and shallow, riding high on the water. When a wave strikes, the hull bends, distributing the force along its length, then springs back. This is not brute strength, but the resilience of a willow branch in a gale. Each plank, each rivet is part of a system designed for one purpose: survival, in a world that offers no quarter. As the longship crests another wave, its silhouette dark against the stormy sky, it is a symbol of hard-won respect for the power of the sea. It is a lesson in survival, written in wood and water. When we look at the remains of a Viking longship, our eyes are drawn to the metal, rows of rusted rivets, iron fittings, anchors. It's easy to assume the secret to Viking maritime success lay in their ironwork, but this focus on metal is a distraction from the true genius of the longship. The iron was merely a fastener, not the soul of the ship. The real story is about wood, a deep instinctual understanding of the forest and its trees. Viking shipbuilders knew strength was not in unyielding iron, but in the flexible, living strength of timber. They built vessels with supple spines, able to move and flex with the ocean's relentless energy. To fixate on the iron is to miss the point entirely. The rivets were the stitches, but the wood was the living skin. The true secret of the longship's immortality lies deep within the ancient forests of Scandinavia. The foundation of the longship's strength began in the forest, with the selection of the right tree. Vikings sought tall, straight-grained oaks, trees that had grown slowly and developed dense, strong structure. Instead of sawing, they used a technique called riving, splitting the wood along its natural grain with wedges and mallets. Riving works with the structure of the wood, leaving the long, continuous fibers intact. This process ensured every plank was as strong as possible, acting like bundles of natural sinew. Sawn planks are brittle. Riven planks retain the elasticity of the living tree. This was the first and most critical secret to the longship's resilience. Shipbuilders were anatomists of wood, reading the grain like a map, coaxing it into shape rather than forcing it. The choice to rive wood was not due to lack of technology, but a conscious decision based on a profound understanding of natural mechanics. It was the choice to preserve life and strength, not sacrifice it for speed. The result, planks that could bend and twist without breaking. The riven planks were the heart of the longship, behaving more like living tissue than dead timber. Their continuous grain allowed each plank to distribute forces, preventing stress from concentrating in a single spot. The hull could flex and contort to the shape of the waves, moving with the water rather than fighting it. This flexibility was the ship's greatest defense. The Vikings worked with the spirit of the tree, preserving its natural architecture. Each plank was a piece of natural engineering, honed by evolution to be strong and resilient. Shipbuilders guided this quality into a new form, collaborating with the wood. The curved ribs were often sourced from naturally grown branches, using the tree's own shape. The ship was a holistic system, harnessing the living memory of the forest to face the fury of the sea. With riven planks prepared, Viking shipbuilders assembled the hull using clinker building or lapstrake. Planks overlapped, creating a terraced appearance and a flexible shell. Iron rivets fastened the planks, allowing minute movement between them. Caulking, animal hair or wool soaked in pine tar, sealed the seams, creating a watertight, pliable barrier. As the hull swelled with water, the seal tightened, moving with the ship. The result, a hull both strong and remarkably light, able to twist and flex with the sea. The overlapping planks, rivets and caulking worked as a single dynamic system. The longship's shell was designed for controlled, life-saving movement. Building a longship was a covenant with the natural world. Viking shipbuilders understood wood on an elemental level, how it behaved wet or dry, how its character varied from tree to tree. They saw wood as a partner, not a resource to exploit. If a timber had a natural curve, they used it, harnessing its innate shape. This approach minimized waste and maximized structural integrity. Riving planks preserved the grain, recognizing the tree's perfected structure for strength and flexibility. The ship was a collaboration between human skill and the enduring spirit of the forest. When a longship flexed in a powerful wave, it was the culmination of a profound relationship with nature. The Viking longship teaches a powerful lesson. True strength is found in flexibility and adaptation, not rigidity. The sea's power cannot be resisted by brute force. The longship survived by yielding, bending with the waves. This principle is a cornerstone of survival. Those who adapt endure. The successful survivor, like the longship, bends their strategy without breaking their will. The longship's resilience came from its ability to flex and return to form. Real endurance is having a strong core but a flexible exterior, able to absorb shocks and integrate them. The longship did not conquer the sea, it became part of its rhythm. Survival is not about building higher walls, but learning how to dance in the storm. The skills of Viking shipbuilders may seem distant, but their wisdom remains relevant. Respect for materials, resourcefulness, and adaptation underpin all good bushcraft and survival knowledge. When you split wood along its grain, you connect with the same process the Vikings used. This hands-on knowledge teaches you to see the forest as a storehouse of solutions. The ultimate lesson from the longship is preparation and flexibility, building for the worst, embracing adaptability. The next time you see a Viking longship, see it as a masterclass in survival, flexible hull, respect for nature, and the enduring power of adaptation. The most effective tools for survival are a keen eye, skilled hands, and a mind willing to bend, not break.